Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Jarrah 2. I am really glad you're here. Today's date is Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. Yesterday, when Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, here in the United States, made his opening remarks for Congress, he read the preamble to the Constitution. Now, something happened during that reading that I would like to explore with the tarot cards. It may not seem significant, but our rabbit trails sometimes start with just a slight anomaly and then on we go. Okay, so who knows? Let's find out here. I'll show you what I'm talking about and where I found it. I will link a Facebook post with these items to the description box if you'd like to do a little homework of your own. I understand if you're not in the United States, this may be a boring topic, but if you are, let's take a little look at what happened. Okay, my first link for you will be this 23-second video with Speaker McCarthy reading the preamble to the Constitution, the United States Constitution. Now, here's where I'm not going to play this. I've had a little trouble sometimes getting something to play in. I don't want to infringe on copyright or anything. Here's a link that shows you explains the Constitution in depth. Okay, and here's the preamble. It's just an opening paragraph. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. The word that was the anomaly was Speaker McCarthy used the word of here instead of for when he was reading the preamble. Why could that be significant? Let me put a couple of examples in front of you so you can see. And I hope you're aware that in 1871, the United States was incorporated. We were bankrupt after the Civil War and in kind of some deep shenanigans, we got incorporated and people didn't realize all that entailed. I really think it was, I mean, some of the people that did, obviously, but it resubjected us to the crown. All sorts of not fun events happened because of that. Okay. If I am watching my neighbor's children and I call her and I say, hey, guess what? I baked a cake for your children. She's probably going to be pretty happy, right? Hoping I send the leftovers home also. If I call that same neighbor and say, hey, guess what happened? I baked a cake of your children. You think she's going to be as happy? She's going to be worried as heck that some crazy lady has done something to her children. Okay, so for and of make a huge difference. When Speaker McCarthy used the word of in lieu of for, was he alluding to the fact that he was speaking in the territory of the corporate United States? Washington, D.C. is the headquarters for the corporate United States. That corporation has been bankrupt for a couple of years. If you do a little homework, you can find the where it's recorded in England that we're bankrupt, okay, or that the corporation is. It gets kind of interesting. So was he alluding to the fact that was he acknowledging that he's doing business with a bankrupt corporation and not speaking for the citizens he represents and the United States in general? I thought that might be a good question to put to the universe, because the universe can look at intent and inform us about it pretty objectively. Okay. So my question to the universe is, when Speaker McCarthy was reading the preamble to the Constitution, which lists the six main areas that the Constitution itself is going to cover and protect. Was his exchange of the word for to of deliberate? Was it a soft reveal that this is just fake corporation shenanigans? And is there other information the universe wants us to know? Let's find out. Okay, again, for clarity, universe, was Speaker McCarthy making a deliberate, soft reveal of the fact that he is operating within the bankrupt corporate United States and not the Republic? Or was it accidental? Just one of those flubs people could make? And other information you'd like us to know. That one didn't jump out, it slid out. Small hands, big cards. Okay, we have strength. Nine of Swords. Page of Swords. The World. I love that the world's starting to show up more often in my reads when they're political. The Star. The High Priestess. Wow. Knight of Swords. Okay. Well, I'm saying wow, if you're familiar with the tarot cards, or if you're not, out of 7 cards, we already have 4 of them that are major arcanas. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to share with you what the overall impression I'm getting here intuitively of the cards is, and then I'll explain what elements of the cards support that, what I'm telling you, because it should always be a blend there. I'm getting that this wasn't an accidental mix-up, that the word was deliberate for people like you and I who would pick up on small details like that and use it for our edification and maybe a little just bolstering of the opinions we hold, which don't always align with the mainstream. Why do I say that? The strength card talks about inner strength just as much as outer strength. It's a very good and loving card. Now, Speaker McCarthy isn't necessarily indicated by the strength card here as much as the United States of America, that there's a core of strength to our country and to the everyday good humans who are part of that country, and what our objectives are, that has not been defeated or diluted by evil. I say that because on the other side of this, we have the 9 of Swords. Swords are written and spoken word. There are thoughts too, okay? But we know there's still some things to worry about not nearly as much as there were. Recent past card, we have the Page of Swords, which is a truth card. So he was speaking a truth. It wasn't an accident, okay? And just acknowledging that he's functioning within what is seen by the public as the United States of America, but is the bankrupt corporation. So he was acknowledging that he was acting for, at this point, for the bankrupt corporation of the United States of America. Look at the present. We have the World card showing up, which is a success card. Not only are we being complimented for catching this, but we're again getting reassured that some really good changes, because the wreath is a victory card, is coming our way, and it's here. It's here. This is the present. So we're not talking the cosmic view of recent past and near future isn't always the same as human, but the present is the present. That means this is something that's going to be evident very soon and it's a victory card. And again, one of the reasons we have viewers who are from outside the United States is because what happens with the United States kind of ripples across the world. Okay, looking at the near future, we have the star card showing up. Beautiful card. That's speaking about our creative power, our ability to recreate a republic, restoring a republic that's functional and purposeful, and hopefully a lot more functional, a lot less dysfunction. Let's have zero dysfunction. Let's make that manifest moving forward. Okay. It does say that the world is moving in the right direction, and that means the United States is also. Okay. Now the star's got two really good cards on either side of it. The High Priestess, again, she is standing in front of some hidden information, which it's quite possible to make public if you're ready for it. Okay. We've seen kind of a disappointing, but it's in large part because of the mainstream media. Like with the Twitter files, so many of them are out now, but they're just not getting the mainstream attention. But those of us that are awake, and there is a significant percentage of us that are noticing things like that, and we are all for that veil coming down and hidden information being made public so the world can go forward in a much healthier way. Okay. A lot of times our star card also indicates some off-world help. I mean, there's several that do, but the star definitely does. Okay. It definitely, even if it's not saying that, it's saying that we're moving in the right direction to restoring our republic, to not even pretending to be part of a bankrupt corporation anymore. And then part of that is because of the White Hats, the Alliance, and my Knight of Swords is one of my most major White Hat cards. And so they're at the point now where we're close to having some good disclosures and some visible change. As we saw with my previous read about, was it possible there were some transitions that were coming along? Let's get some more information and see what the cards have to tell us. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. That's a card of, you've got the high ground, but there's still some challenges. Ace of Wands, saying that new beginnings are coming. Again, our restored republic, I think, is headed our way in a visible way. Again, there's going to be some fast-moving events to make that happen. No doubt about it. And the Wheel of Fortune shows up. We've got the World and the Wheel of Fortune. We have 5 major arcanas here. Remember, the Wheel of Fortune is always turning, and our world is going from dark to light. So I do not dread this turn. Every notch it makes as it moves right now is one that's for the benefit and betterment of good humans everywhere. So let's recap. According to the tarot read and the cards, Speaker McCarthy made a deliberate substitution of words there. Just a nod to the proceedings that were going on with those involved the bankrupt corporation in the United States within Washington, D.C., which is not officially part of our United States. It's one of the 3 city-states that are in our world. Okay, the cards also tell us that change is coming, good change. It's showing up now in the present rather than the near future. Okay, we have truth cards showing up for the near past. Truth, change from dark to light, those are all good, positive things. Okay, let's hope that those changes that so many are working so hard for, that they come to fruition in just a beautiful way, despite shenanigans, despite the occasional infiltration, because you know, if the white hats have infiltrated the dark hats to get inside intel, the opposite has happened. That doesn't mean that the entire movement is gray. It just means that some of the members are. Okay, but let's hope that our Creator's perfect plan for humanity gets back on track soon, very, very soon. Our type of soon. not the cosmic one. I'm ready for it. And I'm picturing that world with so much less government, safe little ones, education that educates truth and truthfully and teaches people, little people, how to be lifelong learners, and for hidden technologies to come out and our health to be restored and our DNA. I'm looking for all of it to happen during this lifetime for me. And I hope it happens for all of us very, very soon. Today would work. That's it for this video. On a slightly more serious note, I try to read the comments for all my videos. I do read all my emails. Since I have a life outside of the channel, and it's a busy life at the moment, I don't respond to every email. I don't respond to every comment. I do read them though. And several people on my channel who regularly comment are dealing with family members who have passed away, or accidents and trauma and things like that. So would you all please just say a prayer for one another and then extend that out into the world? Because we are in a season where we are, unfortunately, losing a lot of people who their time is done. Okay, and hopefully it's part of a life contract they already knew about, so that we can have that peace of mind. But regardless, those of us left behind when people move on and transition, it's hard for us. And the people that are mourning or need help and support, we need to be there for them. And so say those prayers and those intentions, okay? I would really appreciate it, because we have to support one another, and our little circles of kindness are going to overlap and overtake and actually be a big part of helping the good changes we want for humanity to come about. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your time. If you've subscribed, welcome. If you're a new subscriber, especially. If you're a resubscriber, I support that tenacity and thank you so much. Do appreciate you very, very, very much. Don't take you for granted. And I will try to always provide content that's the most accurate I can provide, and the most accurate tarot reads. And I'm in it to win it. I'm not in it to make a buck off you. I promise you that. Until next time, love and light.